Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a kind of an interesting setup going on here on crude oil. Now, just some kind of preface on what's going on today. This is the first day back after the Easter holiday. So after Easter, you're generally expecting things to be pretty slow. We're not expecting this to be a rocket ship to go crazy and go all over the place. It just doesn't make any sense. After an extended weekend, Friday was closed. You've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3-day weekend. Most of the time people come into the office a little bit late on that following Monday. After all the festivities, we generally like to sleep in a little bit. So seeing this slowdown in the market isn't a huge surprise given the context of, the holiday and everything else in between. Now, this down move that we're seeing here on crude oil has given us just a beautiful breakdown overall where, we were seeing that decent movement, but relatively slow. Got a little bit trappy on the low there with that little kind of token print bottom, and then it shot up with a nice move and then just dumped. And that slam lower is really giving a clue that the sellers, even though this is a holiday and, we're coming back after a long extended period, it definitely feels like the sellers mean business on this move. So with this, initially we wanted to sell the breakdown of that flag after a little bit of a trap on the highs, but that candle was just massive. There's a big breakdown candle. So instead of selling that, we want to wait for a little bit of a better entry price. I don't really want to sell all the way down here. And we got a nice little inside pullback right back to retest the bottom of the flag after that trap has happened. And now we're seeing an engulfing candle forming back to the downside with another very large breakdown candle. So with this heavy, aggressive selling pressure in the market, we have an entry at 39.32. The objective for it, we're looking for a measured move continuation down to 38.89. And in terms of 38.89 as the objective, I'm not a big fan of putting targets directly on any price level. It just doesn't make any sense. So instead, we're going to go up a little ways here and probably put it around 94 for this one. And we're going to take all of them off there. So beautiful risk reward, as you can see on this. And it's, I'm not expecting this to go right now. We have a beautiful big bear candle right here, but the last time we had that, we saw 20-30 minutes of correction. So I'm not expecting this to just, hammer lower and get our target immediately. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see another 20-30 minutes of correction, but we'll let the market do what it needs to do. Our stop is up at 39.47, and we're looking at taking our objective off at ahead of the measured move 38.94 as the target. That's going to be a 38 tick push if we can get that target filled. So we'll give the market a little bit of time here and see if we can get that drive lower to get our targets. Seeing the sellers push the market down here, we're nearing our target only a couple ticks away. When we get that one tick away, we'll definitely be looking to lock the stop in a little bit tighter here, but this seller follow through, I guess we didn't even have to lock the stop in. Beautiful move, and that's exactly what we were looking for. Now, depending on where you front run the measured move, I prefer front running measured moves by a decent amount, right? I want to make sure that I get filled ahead of everyone else so that I'm out of the trade, and I'll sacrifice a couple ticks of profit just to make sure that that happens. And overall, there you can see we missed the measured move test so far, but we're out of the trade with our 38 ticks. So overall, 38 ticks on the trade. Really can't ask for a much better setup than that, especially given the day. Pretty hard to ask for anything better than that, coming off of a long holiday weekend. So 114 ticks on the trade on 3 contracts. Definitely not bad at all. It's 1,140, and that's going to do it for me. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com, and as always, we'll catch you next time.